Uh, I will tell you a little bit about myself. I am currently, this is October 1st, and I'm of 2018, and I'm currently 61 years old. I will be 62 next month in November. And I went through menopause really early. I was 40, but I had no symptoms. And I thought, okay, cool, this is great for a few years. And then all of a sudden, whoa, I had the worst hot flashes. I mean, they were worse than anything anybody that I've read has described. I would literally have that standing in front of an oven feeling where I would heat up and, then it starts to taper off again. And as soon as it would start to taper off, another one would hit. It was like being hit by waves of it. And this would go on for hours, sometimes all night long or all day long. It was just this constant heating up and cooling off for a few seconds and then heating up again. It was really miserable. Now, I had insomnia with it. I mean, predictably enough, it would keep me awake. You can't just have that heating and cooling thing going on and sleep through it most of the time. It was really awful. I don't think I had insomnia just separate. I mean, if I wasn't having those nasty hot flashes, I could sleep. So that was good. I also, let's see, I'm trying to think. I don't think I ever had night sweats, just the hot flashes, but mine were so bad. I mean, it just truly, I would have taken night sweats. I was ready for it. And I tried a lot of different things. I was really dedicated to not taking hormone replacement. That felt like not the right thing for me to do. And that's a personal choice. Some of you may be doing that. I salute you. Do what feels best to you. It's not going to be related to this work. This works with everything. But I didn't want to do that. It wasn't for me. So I tried a lot of different things. I had some great kinesiology work done, and I did wild yam cream, which was useless. And I had some acupuncture, which did help. I would go, they would either become less, or I would go for a few days without them, or I would only have them a few times a day, but they always came roaring back. So I didn't get a permanent fix at all until I figured out to do EFT. And I had done some tapping with it, just saying things like, oh, I'm having these terrible hot flashes. I'm so miserable. And it would kind of turn the volume down on them a little bit, but only sort of. I mean, only sort of, kind of. It just really, it wasn't very effective until I found the key. And the key was the emotions underneath this. And what I found was that I had a real fear of aging, of growing older, of losing my looks and no longer being young. And it was just this whole long pile of things, this big list of stuff. And as soon as I started working through that, it stopped. It didn't just get better, it just quit. And it took me, I worked with it on and off for maybe a month or so about that. And I would tap some every day. If I felt like it was starting to come back, I would go in, get quiet, look to see what I had going on, and then do some work around that. So I don't want to tell you that I spent hours and hours a day tapping, because I absolutely didn't. I maybe spent 15 or 20 minutes tops a day working with this. So I know that it can work. If it can work for me, it can work for you. Now, I have also used this for my clients. I have used this for lots of women for the same thing. And they've all had really, really great results. So will it work for you? I think so, but I can't promise it. But what I can promise is that this will not hurt you. It has no side effect, and it won't make you any worse. And the one thing I know for sure is that if you don't try this, you'll never know if it'll help or not. So we're going to start. That was just kind of my pitch here. You're already here. So, all right. Where did we go? Okay, no. Okay, so I want us to just get quiet for a moment and close your eyes and take a breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, and just relax. And I want you to appreciate how your body actually feels right now. You may be having symptoms right now, or you may not. You may feel fine. But I want you to really tune in, because that's a big part of this, is learning how to listen to yourself, to your body, and to what you have going on in your head. Because the two things are not separate, and you cannot separate them, because this physical body is the house that you live in. You can't stay unless you're in it. So it makes sense to listen to all of you. So just notice if you're tense anywhere, if you're carrying tension in your shoulders or your neck. And let's just do a little bit of stress reduction here. I'm carrying kind of a lot of stress. Even when I think I'm not, I notice that I'm stressed and I'm a little tense. So maybe I've been carrying it a lot more than I thought. But I'm open to letting it go now. Even though I'm carrying a lot of stress, a lot of tension in my body, I completely and profoundly love and accept myself. And I honor the way I feel about this. I took this stress on for some good reasons. Top of the head. I've got all this stress. It's in my shoulders. It's in my back and my stomach. I've even got it in my arms and my hands. And it's not helping me. So I give myself permission to let it go now. I honor all the reasons that I took on all this stress. I had good intentions. But I'm safe right here, right now. And it's safe for me to let it go now, too. I give myself permission to release stress from every cell of my body. It's safe to relax because I'm safe. I allow myself to just relax into this. It feels really good. I choose to relax and feel peace and calm because it feels a whole lot better than feeling stress and tension. I deserve to feel better because I love myself. Peace. Got hair coming into my eyes. Okay, that was good. Now, next, I think we're going to move into, let's move in and do a little bit of fear. Let's work with that a little bit. And just start here. I have a lot of fear. I'm afraid of aging. I'm afraid of growing older. I'm afraid of a whole lot of things. And menopause was my signal to get really scared. But I'm open to letting go of this now. Even though I'm really, really worried about getting older. I'm afraid of all these things that can go wrong with my body. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And I honor how I feel about this. I'm worried about all these things. And a lot of them are things that I can't do anything about. As a matter of fact, most of them are things I can't do anything about. But what I can do is help myself. And I choose to do that now. I can help myself to feel better. I can help myself to feel safe and calm. And maybe I can help myself let go of being so afraid. So afraid of growing older. Nah, I'm still afraid of it. It just doesn't look good. Because people get wrinkles. And they have terrible things go wrong with their bodies when they get older. And I don't want to be that. But I'd be open to a new way of looking at this. Because I know that not everybody out there ages badly. There are a lot of people out there who are a whole lot older than I am, who feel great and are living wonderful, active, satisfying lives. But I don't know if I can be like them. I have menopause and all these symptoms. And it just makes me scared. I give myself permission to see that this fear isn't serving me. What if I could change my perspective a little bit and to realize how very lucky I am to be growing older in this body? Because I am lucky. And I want to stay here. So I choose to take good care of this body and myself that lives in it. I allow myself to see that this is a natural, normal process and that it's not a thing to be afraid of. Because I completely love and accept myself. It's safe to let go of this fear. It feels good to let it go. Hold your wrist. Peace. Good. Okay, and that was a good round. Now, I want to also do some visualization work tonight. And then based on what we do this evening, I want you to write to me in the group, leave me comments, and tell me what things and what emotions you saw, because that is what I will base the work that I'm going to do for you. I'm going to produce work later this week, maybe even tomorrow, based on your comments. So you are serving as a cross-section of all menopausal women everywhere. But there are enough of you that I can create specific work, because not everybody is quite the same. But there are enough of you, I'm going to get great input. I know it's going to be perfect. I already know that, so I'm not worried about it. So leave me comments after this. Okay, now we're going to do some visualization work. I want you to, again, you should be relaxed now. Take a breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And we're going to just tap the side of your hand for a moment, just gently. And I want you to say, I am open and receptive to the power of grace in my life. I am profoundly grateful for this energy in my life today. And I am grateful for my ability to access this energy. Okay, now stop. Okay, now close your eyes. And just relax again into this. Take a breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And now I want you to move inside your body. And just gently look around. This is not a test. There's no way to do this wrong. I want you to appreciate where menopause and these symptoms and fear, where all of this is hanging out in your body. Now, for some of you, it may be all over. For some of you, it might be in your head. It might be in your uterus, in your female organs. It could be in your little finger. Whatever you see is correct for you and appropriate. And I want you to just appreciate how that looks. Is it a color? Is there a shape or a texture with it? And just see it. Is it moving? Is it stuck in one place? Okay, good. Now I want you to use your imagination, and if you were having no unpleasant symptoms, how would that look? Is it a different color? Does the shape change? I want you to see if that is an optimal level of hormonal balance. How does it look in there? First thing that comes to mind is going to be right, because you're the one who lives there. You won't be wrong. Just if you can't see it, just use your imagination and imagine how that might look. Okay, good. Now I want you to just, in your mind, I want you to ask that area where you see the symptoms. I want you to ask menopause, what emotion or emotions are attached there? Usually it will talk. If it's not talking, just use your imagination. If you had to guess what was stuck there, what do you think it would be? Good. Okay, now you're getting a clear picture of this. Again, it's not a test. We'll do some more of this work later on too. All right, now I want you to do something that may feel strange. I want you to tell that area that you love it and that you understand a lot more about it and that you're going to do everything you can to help it to feel better. And that you are here to help it. And that you appreciate it being here to teach you, because you're going to learn a lot from this. These things always come to guide us and teach us. Okay, good. Okay, now I want you to just tune out of that and take another big deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Blow it out and open your eyes. Okay, now you should have gotten a pretty clear look at what was hanging out in there. And I want you to give me information. Tell me what you saw. How did it look? How did it feel? What did it say? And anything else that comes to mind. This is where I begin to create the work that's going to be the solution for this. So I look forward to hearing from all of you, and I will be back again soon. Please understand, I will read every single thing you post in this group, usually within a few hours. I'm going to pop in and out often. If you have a question for me, ask it in the group. I'm going to see it. So I read everything you put in here. And I'm going to be in here working in video again and Facebook Live again later this week. And I'll let you know when that is. Videos I'll just stick in here, but I'll always give you a heads up on Facebook Live. So that's all for this evening. And again, thank you so much for being here and doing this with me. Night all.